Hello YouTube, KDP here and welcome back to Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. We find ourselves on Route 112 today, right in front of the Fiery Path. I believe that's what it's called, I need to double check. Yes, the Fiery Path. Right in front of the Fiery Path, where in the last episode we finished off a very strong episode, capturing ourselves a Mamoswine and also getting ourselves our third gym badge. Actually, wasn't even the last episode, it was the episode before we got our third gym badge, and then we just grinded our way up through the route and got ourselves the Mamoswine as well. In today's episode we are going to continue on that grind, continue on the journey, and make our way to Fallarbor Town, which is kind of the next part in the story, and then onto Meteor Falls, and then onto the fourth gym in Lava Ridge Town as well. But before we do any of that shenanigans, before we start potentially losing Pokemon, potentially making silly mistakes because we're warbling on, we're going to head straight into a team recap today. Starting off strong, we have Captain Crook the Crocorock with the Zen mode ability and the moves Crunch, Sandtomb, Cut and Assurance. We have Professor X, the Mega Mewtwo Y that loves slowing down the game speed with the Guts ability and the moves Confusion, Swift, Future Sight and Disable. And we have Beacon the Lantern with the Sap Sipper ability and the moves Bubble Beam, Electro Ball, Signal Beam and Confuse Ray. Then we have Shell Shocker, the Mega Blastoise with the Inner Focus ability, the moves Meteor Mash, Water Pulse, Bite and Protect. And we have our newly evolved Dragonfly Yanmega with the Leaf Guard ability and the moves Uproar, Ancient Power, Pursuit and Double Team. And last but not least we have Grumps, you know her, you love her, the Granbull with the Minus ability and the moves Headbutt, Bite, Rock Smash and Charm. Now they do have some items as well, the Soft Sand, the Oranberry, Deep Sea Scale, Oranberry and the Lucky Egg, and Grumps did have an Oranberry I believe, but it was used up in one of the fights in the last episode. Before, as per usual, before we continue on with any movement here, our unofficial sponsor, Monster Energy, and in this one again, zero sugar, we do not drink our calories, no siree, or at least not during the weekday. And I've done it again, I've not even thought about it, but hopefully you get that picked up on the microphone. I completely forgot to do my can opening. Gladys, I'm very sorry. Cheers. Delicious. I'm not too sure if you can actually tell. I can see a little bit, but similar to yesterday's episode that I recorded, I've still got the same kind of glossy skin look, and it's because I've got some moisturiser on. I actually had to switch moisturisers because the one I previously bought, when I used it yesterday, I'd only used like a tiny bit, and it felt okay, but today when I tried to put a little bit more on, I had a bit of an allergic reaction to it, which wasn't very good. I'm not sure you can kind of tell, my skin was very red before. Oh, a Flareon would have been quite cool actually. Fiery Path is kind of appropriate as well for a Flareon. But I had a bit of a reaction to it, which wasn't great. My skin really flared up, really red, it was quite puffy, it was stingy, it was really burny on my skin. I had to try and wash it off as soon as I could. So I've now went back to the moisturiser I had before, that was kind of running out. I bought another one, the one that I used yesterday, that I tried to use again today. I purchased a few days ago, but clearly it is not very good for my skin, so I've had to go back to what I used before, and I'm going to have to try and maybe find an alternative moisturiser, or I have potentially decided I'm going to go for Crunchy because it's only level 21. I am going to try and see if I can also set up an appointment here with the doctor and see what happens from there. But just in case the potentially one person that ever stumbles across this video and is watching sees that is the reason why. Although it doesn't actually look too bad on the camera. Maybe it's kind of gone down a little bit. We're gonna learn Dig. Of course we're gonna learn Dig over Sandtomb. Massive damage buff increase. Right, I just realised there. I just said buff, but buff is like a decrease, it's to stop it. I said buff increase, I meant just damage increase. What is it? To like buff something up. I think like a damage buff is like, is a damage buff not like to reduce it? It's actually quite a good question. I can't even think off the top of my head what that would be. Just check it to see. Actually, do you know what we could do? Right, no items. Pokemon Route 111 we're back on to. Another wild battle here. And I believe we're also going to be coming up on it. And again, I can't remember for the life of me if they changed this in this game. But I believe we're also coming up on... Oh, there was a little bit of lag there. I hope I didn't lag too much. I believe we're also coming up on this, probably because it's a Mega Sableye. We should be, if I can actually get the sentence out, coming up on the person that has the move Secret Power, which creates your own base. Do you know what? A lot of people give Mega Sableye hate. I fucking love it. I think Mega Sableye is so fucking cool. I would love to add a Mega Sableye to the team if I could. Definitely up there with one of my favourite Megas. Mega Sableye, Mega Charizard Y is actually one of, I think I prefer that over Charizard X actually. Mega Beedrill, of course. I'm trying to think, Mega Ampharos, getting that dragon typing. And I cannot for the life of me remember what that just said it was coming in. So we'll just go to our Mewtwo. Mega Sceptile, getting the dragon typing again. Oh, it's Quillfish, okay. So the swap here was decent then. A good choice. One shot the Quillfish. I'm trying to think of all the Megas that I can think of. Rog and Rolla will just stay in. Is there any other ones up there, like kind of up there that I would rate quite highly? The new, brand new Mega Dragonite in Pokemon Legends EA, which hasn't come out yet. And I'm actually, do you know what? People are giving it hate, but I'm actually a fan of Mega Victory Bell as well. I'm actually not that hard to please with a lot of these things, but I'm definitely a fan of Mega Dragonite for sure. And I can, without a doubt, say... Oh, we can use Dig as well. I was so confused how it had two there, and I just realised we could use Dig. I'm without a doubt going to have a Dragonite on my team in Pokemon Legends EA, and I'm already thinking about, I'm pretty sure I saw Mareep as well, I'm already thinking about having Ampharos on the team as well, and if the starters are Totodile, Chikorita and Tepig, I kind of want to take Chikorita, but at the same time I've been led to believe that Mega for Alligator will gain Dragon typing as well, so Dragon being my favourite type overall, I might end up taking Totodile. Okay, so Search of Dreams, blah blah blah. A super secret base, yeah, okay, so I was right. They still have it in the game. Again, the last time, I don't even know if I went over this story, we get reversals, so we don't actually get secret power, so we can't actually create a secret base. Okay, so is he actually gonna... Ah, okay, so we're gonna go through this shenanigans now. Okay, we're going in. As I was saying, I don't know if I've actually talked about this before when we started it, but the first time I ever played this game was on an emulator. Actually, that might be a little bit of a lie. The first time I properly played through it was on an emulator, but I actually once kind of pinched my older brother's Nintendo 2DS and tried to play through it and only got like a little bit into the game before he asked if he could have the DS back for another game, but what do you say when you're happy? Oh. Ah well. I didn't mean that. I don't know why I thought that was the... Yeah, it is. But yeah, so the official time I count is like the first time, because I completed it and played through the full game, was actually during, I believe it was 2021, when I had my second hip operation. And this was still during kind of like COVID times as well, so I had to isolate in my room for like 3 days before the operation, and I spent all 3 of those days playing through the game, pardon me, and trying to complete it as best as possible. So I got to like the post game where you got all the legendaries and stuff like that as well. Okay, we've got loads of decorations, great, cool. Now, this was a fun thing when I actually played through it like properly, but because it's a Nuzlocke, there is absolutely no way we're going to be doing this. Okay, so he's got the secret tree guild and forestry. We're going to head straight out here because we want to get on to more important things, like our next encounter. We're going to use cut, of course. We're going to head this way because this is our rest house, I believe. Of course we're going to rest up. We are not still tired. I'm not being shy about it at all. It's all good. No need to stress, old lady. Okay, we got raspberry, lovely. I'm going to take these berries too. So the raspberry. We're going to go for the nana berry as well. And more raspberries. Bum ba ba da bum. And I believe there was a little girl here that looks like a trainer. She has kind of trainer movement. Yep. Let's say she looked very trainer-esque the way she was running about there. Do you know what this actually reminds me of when you're kind of taking on this little girl here? It's I've also been playing through on my phone Pokémon. I think it's Fire Red Rocket Edition, and you're essentially a Team Rocket grunt. And I have played through it before, and again, similar to this game, it was a while ago, and I like grinded my way through it, and I can't really remember the storyline massively. Bits of it are coming back to me as I play through it now, but essentially you're a Team Rocket grunt, and you can like go about and you like steal Pokemon, and you're completing missions for Giovanni in the same storyline as like Fire Red and Leaf Green. So it follows like the same like timeline in terms of like when you do certain things in the story. It's kind of like similar to when you played through the actual games like Fire Red and Leaf Green, and what happens when you're the main character type thing. So it is pretty cool. I've really been okay. So we can't avoid that trainer. I've really been enjoying that, playing through that ROM hack, which is, I don't know why that just reminded me of it, but it did because I got reminded of kind of, oh, I'm so itchy, even though I've got the moisturiser on, but it just reminded me of like stealing Pokemon, and yeah. Oh, I'm still itchy, I don't know why. Ugh. My skin's just having a meltdown, an absolute meltdown. Bum 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 ba da ba da da. Here we go. Uniclists. Now, I had an idea that at some point, should this channel ever grow a little bit bigger, we get a little bit more of an outreach, or that potentially should someone or maybe a couple people that I maybe get in contact with through this channel, in terms of like related to gaming or kind of related to Pokemon as well, I would love to do. I've been listening to a podcast, and I can't even remember if I spoke about this as well. My memory is shocking when it comes to stuff like this, but I've been listening to a podcast on Spotify, which I think I have spoke about this, which is kind of I think it started during COVID, and I've not completely like finished it off yet, but I think it kind of finishes off around about the kind of 2021 mark. So only kind of maybe went for I think a year and a bit. I'm on season 2 where they do like a draft of each generation, and I would love to do that on this channel. So potentially, as I said, if this channel ever got a little bit bigger, or somebody ever reached out to me or something like that, I would definitely love to do like a Pokemon team draft, and potentially it would be cool to like, obviously again we need subscribers, we need people watching and stuff, but it would be cool to leave it up to like the comments to see who would win, or who they think would win, or what team they like best, that kind of thing. Would be super cool, because I've been loving listening to their drafts of Pokemon teams, and obviously I haven't, because it was a while ago and I'm a little bit late to the party. They obviously kind of posted these drafts and posted the teams, and people actually did vote on them. So they do have answers for what they think the best team would be, but it'd be quite cool to try out. Okay, Route 113. This could be a battle here. I remember before she did say something about Ah, okay, we're gonna get healed. She did say something about battling us at some point. Okay, something about meteorites, blah blah blah. Ah, okay, we're moving on. Now, in the last episode, I do remember this, we got rid of our Dex now for the... Okay, so that's a Pokemon there, I've got no idea what that is. No clue what that is there. We did get rid of the Dex nav to stop trying to kind of see ahead what kind of Pokemon were in the grass, so we've just got the area nav up down below me. Directly below here, below the subscribing cat thing that I've explained before, I have no idea why it's there. But yeah, we're going to head straight into the grass and we're going to find out what we could get. Here we go, Route 113. Oh, a Cinccino. Okay. Or a Cinccino. Maybe cut. It's not stab. Ooh, okay. Right, so we can. Okay, that's fine. Tail Slap is going to do a little bit of damage here. Goes for 3. We can definitely survive another one, so let's see if we can stand. Okay, we don't have much in the way of Pokeballs either, so if we don't get this, then it's not a massive loss, I guess. We will need to stock up on Pokeballs again at some point. Not looking particularly good here. Didn't realise Cinccino was actually that hard to capture. 1, 2, 3. Game Boy, look. Ah, okay. Maybe it was just the first 2. I just wasn't really feeling it. Third time's the charm, as they say. Well, I swear. Captured. Now again, we're not going to get any Pokedex explanation because this is Gen 5. But because it looks very kind of fashion-esque, I would like to try and see if... Now, I can't call it Dolce and Gabbana, but can I just call it Dolce Gabbana? I think that's how you spell it. I'm going to double check, but I think that's how you spell... Is it just Dolce Gabbana? I thought it was Dolce and Gabbana. Oh no, it is, okay. And that is right. That is how you spell it. Mainly just because that's the way that Cinccino, or this Cinccino, presents herself, and all the other Cinccinos present themselves, is they look very kind of fashion-esque. They look like they're into their fashion, they're into their high fashion. So Dolce Gabbana will be transferred to the box. And we're going to continue making our way along the route. And I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna take all the items back because we're not in a gym fight, so we probably shouldn't really be. I don't really want to be running items unless they're gym fights. And we've still got the lucky egg on Dragonfly there, so we're gonna run along the route. Take on all the trainers, get ourselves some items, potentially, depending on how quickly we can do this, depending on how fast we can make it through these trainers, we can maybe get ourselves another encounter. Now, a lot of people would generally use like speed up and certain things like this, where they're just battling through trainers and they're making through story and stuff. So, I mean, at some point I would maybe do that, but I just feel like I've only had like 3 Nuzlockes on the channel, and I think we've done it a couple times before. I think we've maybe done it when we've like been grinding or something. I don't particularly want to be like rushing through the game. I would quite like to take my time and just see what happens. And you know, we just chat anyways. We just chat absolute nonsense, whether it's about the game or just about stuff in real life. Yeah. So, I'm a very talking about just yammering away. I had a lovely lunch today actually. So I had last night for dinner. Ah, okay. Another Pokemon, another battle here. Sorry. Last night for dinner, I made myself a lasagna. No, I didn't actually make it myself. It was just a lasagna that I got from Lidl that I just chucked into the oven, along with some waffle fries that I also bought from Lidl. But it was lovely. It was a nice dinner, and it was a big enough lasagna for at least, like, it's like maybe 2 and a bit portions. Probably would have said 3. So I took a slightly bigger portion last night for my dinner, and I've split the other 2 portions into 2 for... Ah, there was an item there. Okay, I didn't realise that was what happened. Okay, so we do jump down. So yeah, I had my lunch, which was some of the lasagna left over, and I took a little bit of the cheese. Ah, we could have got a marsh stomp rather than some cheese. Ah well. I took a little bit of the cheese that I've got, so Emmental cheese that I've been using for like sandwiches and stuff. Oh, I thought it was a rock. No item, okay. And I put that on top of it when I put it back into the microwave, and it was a lovely addition to that. I have no idea that was what that was for. If I'd known that previously... Oh, that's a trainer, okay. If I'd known that previously, I'd been running through those. I thought they were rocks, so we had to like walk around them or something. Because I remember... Oh, that's a mega. We need to be very careful here, because that is a... Ah, it's only level 16. It's only level 16. We're fine. I was stressing there, because Mega Heracross, I think, has some pretty fucking high attack. Rock and roller! Da 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 da. Okay, nice and easy battle there. These are starting to this again, like I said in the last episode, with the levels being so low here. This is where I would consider starting to use speed up a little bit more, just because these battles almost become completely pointless. They're mainly just for the experience, and partially for my OCD as well. I can't really run through these games without having to try and battle like almost all the trainers that I possibly can. I don't know. There's just something about it that it just doesn't feel right. Like not battling some of the trainers. I would feel like annoyed in myself if I didn't go back and battle some trainers and stuff. So to help combat this OCD a little bit, because obviously we're only really using like literally like Captain Crook, Beacon, Professor X. What we're gonna do is we're gonna... Oh, it's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. I don't like doing this because normally when I play through games, I would like to use some of our other team members a little bit more often. That really actually was quite hard to do because I'm so used to just like grinding through with the weakest member in your team. And when I previously did this the way I did this, or not the way I did this, but like in previous games where you didn't have the experience share, you actually had to use the Pokemon in your team. So you had to move them to the front. If they wanted the experience, you had to move them to the front, or you had to put the experience share on them rather than just everyone getting them for like absolutely no reason at all. So we actually have to now, like in this case, because I'm forcing myself to do it, I could, actually, do you know what I could do? I could turn off the experience share. Is that a thing? Can I do that in this generation? Is it like a thing you turn on and off? Because I might turn it off because I feel like we're almost kind of like way too OP here. I'd like to challenge myself a little bit. Off, right. Do you know what? We're going to turn it off. We're gonna really try here, and we're gonna the poison jab would be quite good for as like a little bit of coverage. I'm going to get rid of Bite because we already have like our Captain Crook, our Rock. So, want a little bit of coverage. Do we pick up any other... Reversal. All out attack becomes more powerful the less HP the user has. Okay. An item there. Milk. Okay. Now this is where we're going to get ourselves the... I believe it's the Soot Sack. There we go. Now, this is where I was saying before about the little kind of walk through the volcanic ash. It used to be that the grass had, that you could see in the grass. So I don't know if that's me collecting stuff now or if just running about in this route would do anything like that. But it used to be that the grass, you could see in the grass, it had, oh, there's another trainer. It had like a little, it used to be the grass was like white, and then if you ran through it, it became green again because you were like collecting the ash from running through it kind of thing. But obviously we don't have that now. So we're at the 26-minute mark. We're getting close to the end of this route, which is good because we then can maybe get on to the next one and get ourselves another encounter in this episode. And then once I'm finished with this, I will be editing it, and then I will also have to get myself ready because I have a physio appointment. Okay, brace yourself. I'm coming back to my physio appointment. I've had an issue with my shoulder, my left shoulder. It's been causing me a lot of grief. Like I put a little bit of pressure through it. It's quite tight. I feel like something like there's like a nerve trapped in it or something like that. I don't know. It's been causing me grief. And my lower back has been causing me a lot of grief as well. And I think a lot of it's just coming from building loads of the furniture and stuff like that I have. Like building this desk, building the bed, building the chair. There's been so much stuff, and just it's because I've moved into this new apartment. I obviously need furniture for it, so it's been a lot of that. Okay, so we're in Fallarbor Town now. So we're gonna go. Firstly, we're gonna heal up. And then we're gonna talk to this weird lady that's standing in front of the PC. It is Lynette, I believe. Yeah. So she's essentially Hone's version of Bill, and she deals with the PC. Now, one of the things actually. So this is what I was just about to say. Can we actually use honey in this generation? And one of the things I'm interested actually to use that. Oh, for God's sake. What's happening here? I've got to come with you. Okay. Didn't realise this was a thing. Okay, Cosmo, okay. Okay. We came in here for virtually nothing. Okay, we'll go save the professor, don't you worry. As I was saying, is that honey, or sorry, before I keep getting sidetracked here. So, I was going to say that, whoa, that was a lot of lag. I didn't even see my camera or anything like that lag, but I will. As I was going to say, this is the thing, kind of the ADHD, OCD or whatever. I was talking about the fact that I didn't speak to NPCs an awful lot, and I should be doing that more often in games that I can't remember I've not played, is because they give out items. Going on to my next point is that I did that and I just got myself the honey. And coming on to the point after that would be that I don't know if honey actually works in this game, and what honey does is you can use it on routes and it produces a horde encounter, which is 5 Pokemon instead of 1. Now, I'm not too sure if this randomizer makes it 5 completely random Pokemon, or if it's just 5 of the same one. Because I think in Horde encounters it's just the same one. So it would be good if it was random encounters. Ooh, we're obviously going to take the Gardevoir, right? Might as well take it. It's a Mega Stone for free. I don't really need the rock incense or anything. Can I sell anything that's worth a bit of money? I mean, we're actually not really even going to use it, but I feel bad getting rid of it, so we're going to hang on to it for just now. Normal gem's not really worth anything. That's about it. No, there's nothing else you can sell us. What I can buy is I would like to buy some more Pokeballs. 10 of these. Premier Ball. 10 more. Another Premier Ball. And another 10 more. We'd like to buy 30, please. 11. We'll buy 9 of these. We'll buy some more Super Potions, of course. Up to 10. And we don't really need repels or anything, so let's spend the last bit on some Great Balls. Okay, we're in a good place. We got a Premier Ball for that as well. I didn't realise they did that for Great Balls too. Okay, here we go. Now, move Maniac's house. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's here! I thought it was in the other town. Okay, yeah, of course. I've got 2 heart scales. Let's have a look and see what we can learn. Dragonfly. What can Dragonfly learn? Bug Buzz, Air Slash. Oh, no way. We have to. Okay, so we have to use. We definitely have to get Dragonfly some moves. Oh, that's annoying that you have to do this every single time. Okay. I'd like to see Shell Shock. I'm not really that fussed about Captain Crook just now. Flash Cannon, so it can learn Flash Cannon. And the rest is okay. The rest is kind of okay. Oh, this is going to be annoying to have to do every single time, but I want to see the moves. Maybe we're going to have a look at Captain Crook last, but I would like to see these ones first. Okay, not much in the way of moves for our Mewtwo, that's fine. I was definitely interested to see Dragonflies because I wanted to see if it could learn any bug or fly moves, and it can. Harshly lower special. Okay, so that could be good at some point if I ever wanted to. But I guess the issue is this: it's randomized, so I don't know if I'm coming up against any Pokemon that have huge special attack. Let's see, Grumps. Oh, Grumps might be able to learn like the fangs, like the Ice Fang, Fire Fang. Oh, it can. Okay. Right. So we definitely need to do a little bit of hunting for some heart scales. Right now, I would quite like to teach Grumps a Fang move. We've got 2 water types, so there's some ice coverage potentially there available. We don't have any dragon or anything just now. I'm trying to think who's on our team. We literally just saw it. I'm gonna go for Fire Fang. And we're gonna get rid of Bite because, again, we've got the Dark type. Yes. We're going to use our heart skill for Fire Fang. Nice. Okay, so I need to remember this is where the move, like, tutor is. Heart skill handed over. We will maybe, in between episodes, I'll maybe do a little bit of grinding for some heart skills from the rocks. Definitely going to teach a move to Dragonfly here. And I think I want to go for, yeah, Bug Buzz is clearly the better option here. We're going to learn Air Slash as well. But Bug Buzz, we take that over Uproar. Of course. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's us used our 2 heart skills. We definitely need to go break some more rocks there, but we've definitely found ourselves a very useful way to get some good moves there. And now we're on to the creme de la creme, the last encounter of the episode, or the Fossil Maniac's house. Is this not where you get the TM for Dig? Yeah. But oh, not even a good TM. Bind. I feel like when I've played a lot of these Nuzlockes, the TM luck is not particularly good. Okay, so we get some fossils from the desert, and I think, if I remember rightly, I think in the post game, the fossil Minak gets through a big tunnel or whatever and finds another. Do I not get a TM off this guy or something? Head Smash! Okay, so that's Roar. He's normally giving you Roar. He's talking about Roar for his Puchenia. But Head Smash is definitely good. I would like to try out this. I don't really want to battle any trainers just now, so because I would like to try out this honey. So I have to be very careful. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm going to save. And I would like to test out this honey thing, because I don't know if we can. I don't know if we could buy honey anywhere else. Let's try it. Oh, we can. Okay. So it's like Sweet Scent. Here we go. Horde encounter of Chimchars. Okay, so we've got ourselves a Chimchar here. And look, oh, they've got Sandstream. Okay, well, they will evolve. It will evolve. And like I said, there's 5. I just didn't know if it was the same Pokemon or if it was going to be different, so let's go for the most right one here. We'll leave the center one. And finish that off. Now, was it potentially silly to leave Dragonfly in against a bunch of Chimchars? Probably yes, but they are level 9. I'm not really sure why the other one's swaying the other way. One's kind of swaying. I like the middle one because it's swaying a slightly different way here. And they're all going to get buffeted by the Sandstorm. As we take out the next one. But the middle one's looking a little bit funny. Why is the middle one looking a different way? What's going on there? Okay, we're getting hit with the embers here. And a scratch, that's okay. Oh, this is annoying that we have to go through all this. We're almost there though. Just another 2 Chimchars to go. And then we will finish off the episode with an encounter of Chimchar. Of course. And taking out the last Chimchar before we try and capture ourselves our very own, which is a weird one because, like I said, it's facing a bit of a funny direction. Why is it facing that way? It turns towards us when it's trying to attack us, but then it just turns away. Who knows? Who knows? But we're going to try and capture it anyways with our 34 Pokeballs. Here we go. Okay, doesn't want to stay. Goes for the taunt. The taunt is fine. Sandstorm subsided. Perfect, so we don't have to deal with that nonsense anymore. That would take up a significant portion of time. 1. Okay. Now the Sandstorm probably would have helped us a little bit, actually chip down this Pokemon. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap it into Beacon. And we're going to put a little bit of confusion on it. See if we can get some chip. Taunt is absolutely fine, don't you worry. I was planning on using a move. Oh, we can't. Taunt is an attacking move. Oh, okay. Right, well, I guess I'm going to have to just try and throw Pokeballs instead. It's okay, we can wait, Does Taunt wear off? think taunt does wear off. We're reaching that 40-minute mark. I was hoping for it to just be 40 minutes, but 1, 2, 3. I didn't even say it, but we're at the 40-minute mark now, and we've caught ourselves a Chimchar. And I actually put it down as captured already because I was so confident, and I've already given Chimchar a name as well, because this is what we call all of our Chimchars, Infernos and Inferni. We call them Caesar, after the monkey in Planet of the Apes, and Julius Caesar being a very prominent figure in the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, isn't it? Isn't it? Julius Caesar, so like the Roman Emperor or something like that. Yeah, we'll call it here. Whoa, bit of a glitch. That again, every time it stops, it kind of scares me a little bit. But we're going to stop here. We're going to save again on Route 114. After a very, very successful episode, we made our way through the fiery path, through Route 113, and picking up some Soot with our new Soot sack. We took on some trainers. We made a little bit of progress in story because we bumped into May a few times. We know that Professor Cosmo is needing some saving in the Meteor Falls. And we have also captured ourselves 2 brand new Pokemon in Dolce Gabbana, the Cinccino, and our new Caesar, the Chimchar. Potentially might add to the team, we'll have to wait and see. I might try and see if I can grind it out and make it become an Inferno, and potentially an Inferni, which would be 36 is the highest level we actually have. I think we only have 35 just now. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with the abilities and stuff like that as well. Anyways, I have been KDP. This has been Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Omega Ruby Randomized Nuzlocke. I can't wait to continue the grind, continue the story, potentially save Professor Cosmo, and make our way to the 4th gym to get that badge. Stick along and find out. If you've been here before, please continue to grind and watch the channel along with us, and like, comment, subscribe. If you're new here as well, do the exact same. Like, comment and subscribe, and join us for future Nuzlocke adventures and potential future other future endeavours. See you.